Oke guys, kita lanjut lagi sekarang ya guys ya di pro player di Mobile Legends zona Amerika ya guys, NACT North American Competition Nah men, langsung aja kita tonton, let's go guys. Ini super big match di NACT ya guys ya, antara tim GG melawan tim BTK. Istilah kata tim GG ini saat ini menurut ayah tim yang paling terkuat di NACT guys, karena mereka ada Hun, ada Shark, ada Zia, ada Blast Player-nya juga, Fight Chicken-nya juga, mantan tim Mobazane juga. Ibarat kata situ-situ aja circle-nya guys, karena dikit ya pemainnya kayaknya. Di sana kayaknya belum terlalu apa. Nicole. Seperti biasa klasik ya. Maxia dengan Fredrin. Sharp. Lots of sustains coming out from both teams already. An aggressive opening from the side of BTK.
Now, Cold off to a good start, right? He's harassing best player in the jungle. A little bit opposite from what we see. Usually we see Gaming Gladiators pulling that trick out of their cards for the Bloodthirsty Kings. But BTK looking like they're ready to take this fight nice and early. Not going to give them the advantage that they normally
Sebelumnya Milo di timnya Hun. Udah ganti. Siapa ya?
Off to a good start to deny the Shark from kind of harassing and giving vision on Mobazane.
Mobazane. Udah panjang aja dilihat-lihat rambutnya Fight Chicken itu yang sebelah kiri. Milo. Dia bilang dia explainer terkuat ya. Tuh, ada nggak explainer Indonesia yang dia ituin? Enggak, dia yang terkuat. Besok kalah. Oke, Vengeance. Cus. Terus terus mamatin aja.
Mobazane is going to rotate around though, trying to find an opportunity. Best player in position for the retribution.
Yeah, and the side of BTK is struggling to even get close to the objective here. The ball charge does come through, but the damage is not followed up. Nicolette is on the backside. BTK able to take the very first kill here.
Yeah, Nicolette is going to get the kill, takes down Shark, but they will lose the first turtles. Gaming Gladiators is able to secure that best player with the retribution, and this is kind of what we've seen.
Sedikit lagi ya.
Some heavy crowd control up against a frontline oriented jungler.
Hampir kena basic.
Which kind of hurts him when it comes to taking these neutral objectives, but we know they're a team that knows how to look for the opportunity where necessary. With that first neutral objective going to GG, though, they will have the XP boost, but not the massive advantage since BTK was able to take a kill away from them.
Yeah, that's pretty good for the side of BTK, right? They're able to kind of keep up with the Gaming Gladiators. You know, unfortunately, they did not get the performance, the results that they were looking for in the early on in the day 1 and day 2 of the regular season, but definitely a strong opening for the side of BTK. They're just keeping up with the side of Gaming Gladiators, and I think that's very good result.
Mati lagi Sharknya. Hampir lagi.
Dash out of there last second. 2 kills on the board for the side of the Bloodthirsty Kings.
Huge opening from the side of BTK, able to pick up another member. Shark already down 0 and 2. Now, Shark dying is not that big of a deal, especially since he is on that roam position, but definitely is still an advantage for the side of BTK.
Yeah, BTK rotating around, able to take these objectives, even though they were not able to take the first turtle. Stripping off some of the gold plating for that turret on the top side could put Basic in a good position to deal the damage necessary. He's already accounted for the carry, but also having the gold advantage is going to make him even stronger in the gold lane.
Pertama tadi dapat siapa? Gaming Gladiator.
Can they take this next objective, or will BTK find a way in?
I do want to point
Wow,
out that
Milo,
the Grok
itu
has
Vegicanya
decided to take the
nungguin.
Quantum Charge, and it's quite interesting that we're seeing a lot of roams take the Quantum
Ih.
Charge, right? Matilda, Kaja, we got to see
Aduh, laku-lakunya
Estes
enak banget
bringing
itu.
up that spell, so definitely something new in terms of the spells of our roamers, but BTK having the numbers advantage in the turtle pit.
Yeah.
Wah, kena. Flicker
Oh,
ulti Ruby lewat Venen deh. Langsung rata dong. Pas retri untuk kabur. Coba Warcas kah? Kalau Warcas, dia kenapa kali Warcas ya?
And the goal lead is still really close, right? The side of Gaming
Oh,
Gladiators, they're
Mobazane.
able to get one pick off along with the objective, but the goal lead is still not completely in their favor. So BTK holding on in this series, this is exciting, right? This is pretty much the matchup that we want to see before. And of course, BTK knows Gaming Gladiators just as much as Gaming Gladiators know Mobazane. So it's definitely a matchup that they have been looking for. Now, Gaming Gladiators, in terms of their scaling onto the late game, right? They have the carry, Zia versus Basic here. The carry should have a much substantial late game, especially when he's up in gold. But
Wah,
if
kabur.
carry is
Warcas.
top
Iya.
side,
Aduh. Cuan, tapi kalau Mobazane mati, nggak cuan. No cuan. Zane tumbang.
Left by himself to fend off against 3 members of Gaming Gladiators and hit
Kena
pretty
lagi.
hard right there. Very low. Shark
Nggak cuan.
be able to take the kill with the chain CC, and that is going to be 2 to 3, 3 to 3 on the board, even in kills for both sides.
and both of those members decide to take the armor boots, right? The Zane and also the CC picking up the armor boots. It is good to deal with a lot of the physical damage coming out from the side of Gaming Gladiators, but the CC chain knockup provided by the Ruby and the Fredrin was just too much to handle for the side of BTK. Now, we do see a small gold lead in place. Retribution comes through. Best player looking to get onto a small engagement.
Yeah, looking to engage in the mid lane. Cold World very low. Appraiser's Wrath for some additional chip damage. Mobazane frontline a lot of the damage, but now caught.
Mati lagi dong Mobazane yang bisa kemana-mana.
Pressuring him. Gaming Gladiators
Susah,
looking to take him down. Whom will draw
I'm
the kill.
offended.
Now
Oh, I'm
4-3 lead in terms
offended.
of kills, and also a turret advantage for Gaming Gladiators as they were able. No, actually, no, it's even on turrets.
offended.
Both sides were able to find a tier 1 turret on opposing lanes.
It is still an advantage for the side of Gaming Gladiators. This is, hard for the side of BTK if you guys are rooting for them. The side of Gaming Gladiators, if they have the advantage, they typically, run away with the game. And this time around, they have the advantage. So BTK is going to be caught up and kind of backed up into a spot that they are going to be quite uncomfortable with. But inside here, there's 3 man waiting in the bush. Cole already knows what's going on.
Warcas orangnya mana?
Use the wild charge, knocks up Shark. Astro Echo response back from Hoon, connecting to Cold World and Nicolette Basic, joining the battle in the mid lane if they do want to take this fight. Now,
Basicnya udah mulai sedikit-sedikit join.
Already leading the way, highest kills in the game on this Novario, who we typically see
Level 11.
ban out of the matches. He is going to be able to provide a lot of
10.
utility when it comes to slowing down the team with the Astro Echo and opening up these engagements. So speaking of opening things up, best player, frontlining, knocking up Mobazane, Chicken, ready to use the Brave Spider's range / Milo. Now going to go ahead and sustain himself, trying to frontline the damage, bait out some utility, but hits a lot of crowd control. It's here with the speedy light wheels will shut him down. And it's going to be a 1-for-none trade inside of the mid lane.
Gaming Gladiator has always been kind of that team that they're able to solo pick off in a majority of these fights, right? They can get the disengage that they're looking for, and then they get the pick off. And now Hoon, 2, 0, and 3, already having the book into the Lightning Trudgeon. Like, this guy has scaled so fast in this series, and he's going to go pretty much undenied every single one of these team fights. BTK, they don't have that backline assassin to look to close the gap onto Hoon, so they're definitely going to have a lot of trouble trying to clear up.
Warcasnya mati lagi dong dropnya. Flicker.
Will use the flicker to get out with a smidgen of HP back to safety, but Gaming Gladiators claims their second turret of this game's already up by 3 turtles as well, which means they now have controlled the early phase and may be able to claim the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. Milo, Nicolette, Mobazane in position for the contest will be able to clear out the minions.
Yeah, now Carry already has the gold lead up against the Herod. This is kind of a bad situation for the side of BTK, right? Harith is traditionally supposed to be that lane bully to be able to dominate the early game that Zia should not have. But the side of BTK, they're not kind of just falling left and right. The Lord going down the retribution onto the hands of Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah, I mean, look at Mobazane. He's not able to find a window of opportunity to get into the Lord Pit with Shark zoning him out over there on this Ruby, which allows Gaming Gladiators to take another objective under their table without little to no contest. I mean, BTK, they have to find a way to claim this. With this Lord, it looks like Gaming Gladiators is going to push in, try and claim some more of these turrets, possibly go in for a tier 1 turret siege in the mid lane.
Yeah, and you know, Gaming Gladiators, they didn't have the opening that they were looking for. Shark got pretty much taken off the board twice, but now Gaming Gladiators really ramping up the production.
Massive Astro Echo and a siege for the tier 1 turret. Gaming Gladiators opening up the mid lane in their favor. Cobra with a lot of crowd control. Stun. Shark trying to keep him at bay. Forced to use a wild charge. Back to safety. Lord on the bot side. Marching toward the tier 2 turret.
And Gaming Gladiators, once again, they have the lead advance. It's about a 4K gold lead, 10 minutes in. It's not a significant, you know, a complete one-sided domination, but the gold lead definitely still paints the picture for the side of Gaming Gladiators to have the success that they have been pretty much throughout any game of these series, right? Zia completely farmed up here. He probably has, or going towards that Demon Hunter sword, is just going to skill infinite towards that late game. And also Hoon, completely, you know, untouched in this series.
Four-man
set. Shark on fire with the Ruby
hilang langsung.
Catch it, Zayn. Maybe we get some more. Cobra is going to take down Chicken.
Waduh, Shark
It's
yang
going to be a
mati.
2-for-3 trade. Nicolette finds Shark. My goodness, you wave. Both teams giving it their all, but Gaming Gladiators slightly ahead as they have forced BTK down to their inhibitor turrets.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath there coming out from both teams. BTK, the 5K gold lead is just a little bit too much for the side of BTK to handle. I think they have to pick the fights a little bit more carefully, right? They have to see if they can catch onto Kuhn or catch onto Zia before they can even initiate onto the front side tanks, because quite honestly, Shark dying, Chicken dying, that's fine. They're willing to trade 2 to 3 members for those 2 kills, but BTK, they have to try to find a way on the backside. If Hoon completely just is untouched every single one of these team fights, if Zia is getting out alive with full HP, it's going to be too hard for them to handle.
Kena unoffended dari Ruby-nya.
You're going to see Zia take down Mobazane off that play. Chicken find Cold World, but then a couple of members from BTK fell themselves. Nicolette is going to go ahead and shut down Shark as well in that engagement. Gaming Gladiators on the aggressive standstill, trying to get an early finish up against the Bloodthirsty Kings.
Yeah, dominating performance once again. 6.5K gold lead, 12 minutes in. Gaming Gladiators pretty much got everything that they need from all these teams' fights. And the Lord, now it is going to be an enhanced Lord marching down. I don't think BTK has the ability to contest in this objective. And even if they can, Shark, you know, with the pools coming through, he was able to get a 3-man set onto the backside of BTK. Like, this man is making so much impact all around the map. Even with 2 deaths, he has the confidence, and that just smells a lot of trouble for the side of BTK.
Ulti MFN.
Another objective will go in their hands with little to no contest. Milo,
Mundur sih
trying to
udah.
find a way in for opportunity, but it is just not there. Almost an 8,000 goal difference between GG and BTK so far at the 13-minute mark. And for the side of BTK, I mean, they're not necessarily out yet, but there's a lot of insurance for Gaming Gladiators if they do make a mistake. I mean, they've only lost 1 turret so far. They have a major gold deficit, and if BTK even tries to take this fight with the Luminous Lord, it can spell disasters. Gaming Gladiators is one of those teams, you give them a step, they take
Ada
a
plus
mile.
minusnya juga,
Yeah,
rotasi
now
Baxia
Gaming
cepat.
Gladiators with the ability to
Tapi
sink
gak ada
the
jalan keluar
waves.
ya kalau udah
Great, right? They
nambah.
got the Lord marching
Freddy
down
masih
on
ada
one of the
ngedes
side
dia.
lanes, which is perfect for them to kind of siege in and try to get a pick off here. But for BTK, right, they still have the lane clears available. The Baxia can provide a little bit of lane clear. Harith also does quite well. Grok also has the first skill to be able to kind of just smack the waves. So
Okay, the
definitely
glowing
on the
one.
defensive end, BTK
Hoon.
still has it in them. But in terms of the team
Chops.
fight, Shark has been just so good with I'm Offended.
The base has been cracked open for the Bloodthirsty Kings. Gaming Gladiators knocking for possible
Kena
victory.
I'm offended
BTK
lagi,
with
mati
the
lagi.
Milo very low. Zia, Speedy Light Wheels will find him. One member down for the
Mundur
Bloodthirsty
Mobazane.
Kings, and the inhibitor will fall in the
Yang
mid
tinggal
lane.
sedikit.
BTK
Aduh,
on the back.
Mobazane.
Another member falls. Zia
Wih,
with the
watch us.
W
Gila dapat 3 kan itu si Kolnya. Tapi udah nggak bisa guys, goknya udah terlalu jauh ya guys ya. Nice try, nice try. Gaming Gladiator. Oke guys, selamat untuk Gaming Gladiator yang mengalahkan tim Mobazane Btk dengan cukup telak ya guys ya, 13-5. Oke guys, jangan lupa like, comment, share, dan subscribe. Sampai jumpa.